We hear it.
On my screen. Can we see the screen?
Yeah, we could see the screen.
How about now?
No,
You see
just
the
turn up your snare.
turn up my snare. All right, fellas. We're gonna get stuff started, and we should have some people coming through with our new time. I'm just chilling in our community meeting with a little bit of music. I'll go ahead and bring that down so we can get our conversation started here. So, welcome to the next community meeting, May 2nd. I can't believe we already reached May. May 2nd, 2024. And this is our first meeting in this time slot at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. I hope you all are having a great week, a great day. I'm looking forward to the weekend and definitely a topic that we're going to be covering today. First of all, my name is Bobby Dorless, and I am a engineer. I am the founder and CEO of the Tech Hustle. My friends actually call me Bobby D. So when you see me in these streets, holla at your boy. And yeah, today we're gonna have a really cool conversation about our community to kick it off, and then we have a little tech section at the end for me to do some work on maybe the terminal a little bit, and maybe even check out some Chat GPT. Now, hopefully, everybody's up on it. But let's quickly talk about our community. So the Tech Hustle is about elevating, empowering the underrepresented in tech. We're on a mission to transform the landscape of technology through community empowerment. We strive to be a compass to guide those that may not have a voice and or may have challenges getting into tech. But overall, we're here to level you up and definitely give you a chance to reshape your career by resources that we have, mentorship, and overall platform. Another cool thing that we do and we have is we also have an AI educator, which we're going to be introduced today. Her name is Jules AI. But it's a project that we've been working on the sideline here at the Tech Hustle, and really excited for the community to get access to this AI, or more specifically, a GPT, a custom GPT. I got to sneeze, but it doesn't want to know. Oh, sorry about that. All right, so the community members, like I said, myself, Bobby D, we got D Hustle, our COO, and then Raymond, don't call him Ray Ray, which is our tech fellow. If you didn't know, we run a weekly podcast, and actually, I'm going to go to our site now. It's called thetechhustle.com. If you didn't know about it, check us out. But we run a weekly podcast, like I mentioned, which we recently are going to publish our next episode, episode number 33. We do have some series around backstage with a few of my peeps that I've had the pleasure of working with in my past. First up is Evan Miston there, and then Catalina is a really good episode. And definitely keep an ear out for episode number 32 that's on its way. And like I said, we're on YouTube, so subscribe. And like Raymond, don't call him Ray Ray says, if you don't subscribe, then you're a hater. So we really do appreciate all the support that we have. And our numbers are going up. We got a few really good videos out there, some shorts, and some really good content. And like I said, definitely get plugged in because this is where our weekly content is published. We also run a monthly newsletter, which has already been published for the month of April, now that we're in May. I definitely want to encourage you all to check out our newsletter. It's by far where our oldest content is, and definitely want to encourage you to follow along because we definitely have some good content there from past newsletters that we published, from career advice, career development, talking about the team, and ultimately, giving you all some insights into our journey. But more specifically, let's say what we were talking or what we've done in this past month. You'll see that we went to NASB a few months ago. We also did some community engagement by having a speaking opportunity in Atlanta. Plus, we obviously run our podcast on a weekly basis. But like I said, if you scroll down, you can notice that we have some really good content here, navigating the tech market, mastering, agile and scrum mastery, and definitely for system engineering skill sets to scale up. So definitely want to encourage you all to check out our newsletter. And that's our podcast, which is weekly, and then our newsletter is monthly. But let's get back to our slide deck here. What are we building? We are building a community that looks just like this, a diverse group of individuals that are interested in leveling up in tech. We do travel the country. We have a tech tour that we're actively on. Like I said, we went to Atlanta a month ago. We did a few episodes down in Miami. And we're gearing up to head out west potentially to Mountain View, Silicon Valley, San Francisco area. And then in July, we will be hitting up New York. We do have some open spaces for some other stops on our trip throughout the whole year. So if you do have a venue, have a college, have an organization, have a meetup, or you're just looking for us to pull up to your city, let us know. We are really, really looking forward to engaging you all and pulling up to give you an experience just like this image here. Now, in terms of the Tech Hustle, we run a very vibrant and active community on a platform called School. I'll pull it up real quick. If you go to school, SKOL, .com / the Tech Hustle, you will get access or get sent to our main location for our community conversation. We have courses, resources out there. Our community numbers are going up. We're just about to break 150 members. So big shout outs to all of our members that are actively contributing to this community. And if I just go to the community tab, just to kind of go through the platform real quick, you'll notice that it has basically like bulletin boards or kind of similar to like Google, no, not Google, Facebook Messenger, no, Facebook groups, I apologize, where you can paste things on the board and then you can kind of see the engagements that we have in our community. Our members are asking about becoming a Linux administrator, definitely some inspirational words from our members. And big shout outs to D Hustle for always holding us down on a daily basis with, some memes and words of inspiration. Check this out for Thursday. He says, may your coffee be strong and your motivation be stronger. Big shout outs to you, D Hustle. Appreciate you holding it down. And definitely, it's a very vibrant, active community. And I definitely want to encourage you to all continue to use it. Post whatever concepts, ideas. If you have a question, if you want another member to get involved. And definitely on a weekly basis, I do write up a wrap up post that we send out in an email. So definitely keep an eye out on that. Also included in our school communities are resources, classes. So if you are trying to step up in, technical career or technical interviewing, we have a handbook for you. We have in IT fundamentals. This is a free course that kind of walks through all of the practices and principles around IT, from what is a systems engineer to what is a database, what is, networking, cybersecurity, and all that in between. If you're looking to level up in Linux administration, cloud, and or learning a programming language called Python, definitely check us out. You have to level up to get access to these things, but definitely want to encourage you all to follow along. The next tab I'll click on is our calendar. We will be having more events posted on this calendar here, and you'll notice that our time slot for 6 p.m. community meeting has been updated. If you click there, you can easily add it to your calendar, and then the Zoom link is there. But also throughout the week, we'll have different classes or meetups pop up on this calendar. So definitely make sure you stay locked in and tuned. We have members, basically all the members that we have join our community. We also have something called a leaderboard. This community is really trying to help develop people. And if you're interested in being developed and also track how well you're doing against other community members, this is a great place to check out the leadership board. And if you're looking on how to get points, there's this button right here under tells you how many points you have. If you click that button, it'll tell you how to get points. Basically, TLDR is the more active you are in our GitHub or in our school community, the more points you'll get and the more levels you'll get. As you increase levels, you'll get access to more resources. And overall, we really, really do enjoy the conversations that we have out here. So definitely want to encourage you all to level up. And then our About page. This is definitely for those that you want to send out a link to, like, hey, check out the Tech Hustle, because remember, referrals are definitely one thing that we're looking for. So if you are enjoying the community, enjoying the conversation, you're catching us up on YouTube, and or you have somebody that this would definitely resonate with, definitely send them to our About page, because there's a really nice zone that I talk about the community and definitely give you some more insights of what we're doing and who this is really meant for. D Hustle, you had something to say?
No, you're doing a phenomenal job.
I appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much. All right. So back to our school community or our slides. Like I said, we are building. We are shooting to get to 200 by the end of this month in terms of members. So we definitely want to encourage you all to get locked in and definitely check us out. Let me see what else we have. It's an opportunity for questions and answers. I told you all this is going to be quick. Most of these slides I go through every community meeting until we get some very consistency in terms of how many people pull up. There are definitely going to be a lot of people that catches us on YouTube on the post recording. So if you do have any questions, if you're watching this on YouTube, the comments are open. Raymond is going to be there, D House is going to be there, and I'll definitely be there to answer any questions that you may have. And I really, really want to encourage you all to use that as a medium to follow up on any questions, comments, concerns, or if you're really enjoying this content, let us know you're liking it, and that would definitely be appreciative to us. So definitely let us know. All right. So the next topic that I wanted to jump into is our tech talk for today. So I'm going to spend some time talking about a member of our community that I think a lot of people haven't had a chance to take advantage of, and definitely want to encourage you all to check out our AI named Jules. I'm going to go back to our community page here in school, and I'm going to click on community, and I'm going to click on a post that is labeled Jules AI, and it's pinned here. Now, we have been actively working on an AI in the background for a number of months now, really closing the loop on developing an AI that provides supports directly to our community members. If you are part of our free community, you can definitely get access to Jules by interacting with her either through our school community or actually only through our school community. But if you are a premium member, and this is definitely a big shout out to our premium offering. I didn't actually get a chance to show this earlier, but if you go to our website, our main website, thetechhustle.com, and you scroll down a little bit, you'll see premium community membership. I'm going to click on that real quick. And this is going to bring you to our actual offering for the community. So it has the pricing for our community at a monthly charge, but what do you get access to? With our premium community, you're going to get access to our Discord, exclusive content, one-on-one, premium network, advanced, technical workshops, easy accessibility and community, mentorship and masterclass. And one thing that we don't have here listed, and this is kind of like a really good segue into our next section, is you will get access to our community assistant, which her name is Jules AI. Like I said, you will have access to Jules through school via posts that she'll be posting, or our AI will be posting like we have here. But for direct access to our AI GPT, custom GPT, you have to sign up for our community access. Now, to get community access or community plus access, definitely check out our website and feel free to pull up and let us know. We're always looking to increase our membership in the community or in the premium community section. And definitely want to encourage you all to check it out. But I'm going to give you all a little demo on Jules AI so you can kind of get a good idea on how this can be used for you specifically. That will help your development, but also give you some insights into the wonderful world of AI if you're not already familiar with it. So Jules AI, which I'm going to bring over another screen real quick. Let me just move my mouse around. And you should see it pop up here on the share here. Jules AI is basically an AI that you have access to be able to ask any questions about our community. I'm going to type in here real quick and say, hey Jules, let's see, hey Jules, please tell me about our community. And obviously you can see I have a typo there, so I'm just going to let the typo fly. But we're going to see what Jules come up with in terms of talking about our community. Obviously, you can see it is a AI, a large language model that basically we've kind of trained or more or less developed a way that she has access to our community and what's going on. And you'll see that if I click the speaker button here, let me see if she can speak and talk.
Hey, Bobby D. Chash the Tech Hustle community is a vibrant spot where tech enthusiasts, entrepreneurs, and creatives converge to share knowledge, network, and inspire each other. We're all about pushing the boundaries of what's possible in tech and business, fostering a space where members can learn from each other and grow together. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, there's something here for everyone to dive into. We keep it real, supportive, and always forward-thinking. Let's make some waves together in this tech hustle.
Wow, Jules is very has a really nice personality, and definitely you can see that this AI itself is really tuned specifically for our audience. So I'm just going to let her know. Thank you for the info. And we're going to, move on to asking her to help us out with something that I think a lot of community members aren't aware of. That the reason why I really enjoy using Jules AI and also AI overall is a way for us to learn and develop skills. Now, one of the things that we have in our community now is a GitHub repository where we're doing some development as a group. There's a repository that is, let me see if I can pull it up on this browser here. The Tech Hustle, actually, no, it's GitHub. GitHub slash the Tech Hustle. Let's go take a look at what projects we have here for the Tech Hustle. There's a project right here. It's called Launchpad to Data Engineering. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is a lot of community members have been looking for resources to either develop skills around a specific skill set or learning, let's say, a programming language, or learning an architecture, learning a system, learning an operating system. And I think one of the areas that I don't think a lot of members of our community is aware of is Jules AI can provide some resources for us to develop and learn together. So one of the cool things that I'm going to do today is I'm going to walk through and actually give Jules a copy of this repository called Launchpad to Data Engineering, just to give you an idea of how you can use the AI, and then see if we can get Jules to give us an example of how we can make the code better or iterate on the code. So if you're not familiar with GitHub, I want to definitely, first of all, encourage you to learn about GitHub. And if I take a quick look, and let me go back to our community page here, I believe Jules has already shared some resource for us on GitHub, or using Git. So let me go real quick to our About page, and I'm going to go do a search to see if I can find the article that Jules wrote. Let's search on here, and we're just going to look for Git. Let me see what pops up. Right there, you'll see that Jules had definitely done a post in the past about Git, on how to actually use Git from Git merge, Git rebase, and squash and comments. And then I think I may have asked Jules a follow-up question. What's a good resource to learn Git for free? And there goes the link right there. There's actually a book, Pro Git, that would definitely give you some more insights into using Git as a platform to store your code, but more specifically using it as a source control system. But like I said, this talk isn't specifically about Git, but more specifically about our repository called Launchpad to Data Engineering. Now, if you're not familiar with it, I do want to encourage you to go check out our page in GitHub, and then obviously go through the README file so that you can get familiarized with the project. And what I'm really looking for from our community is contributions. I'm really looking for community members to check out the code and continue to iterate. Because if you check out the main.py file, you'll see that it's a very simple code right now. And mostly it's basically a placeholder for community members to add more code so that we can continue to iterate. But my example today is let's say that I'm an engineer, or I'm someone that's very much interested in engineering, but I don't really have the skills yet. How can I develop the skills? And my answer is you can use Jules AI to help you develop some skills. And to do that, or to give you an example, I'm going to bring over my IDE, which is on VS Code. And you'll notice that my IDE itself already has the code checked out. Let me see if I can open up the panel here on the side. You'll see that I have a main.py file. You'll see that I have the README file. Plus, you also see the requirements file. But the thing that I want to do is see if I can get Jules to help me iterate on this code base here. So I'm going to copy this code right here, because I'm going to tell Jules that, hey, I'm learning to work on this code base, and I need some help iterating on it. And actually, I'm going to click this button right here to see if the voice portion works. Let me see if I can capture it. Hey, Jules, thank you so much for the information above, but I want to see if you can help me learn a new concept. I'm going to paste in some code that I'm copying from a repository that's focused on developing my skills at becoming a data engineer, but I'm trying to learn Python so I can really close the gap on this proficiency. So can you take a look at this code below and tell me an example, or actually give me an example of the next step or next kind of update that I would have for this code base so I can contribute to our community and supporting all the members that are learning to write Python. Stop that. And let's see if it processes it. Oh, right, there goes what I just said. And I'm going to hit enter twice, draw a line, and then I'm just going to paste in the code base. Oh, wrong paste. Let me try that again. Come over here, Control A. Come on. It's not letting me paste. Oh, my computer's slow now. That's what it is. Okay, let's try that again. Control. We're going to copy this code and we're going to come back over here. Come on. Every time there's a demo, there's something that goes wrong. All right, let me paste that in there. All right, perfect. And let me send it to Jules and see if Jules can give me some support here. So while we let Jules work through the code base, it looks like it definitely has broken down what the code itself is doing. And she's already working on a more enhanced version of the code base here. The main thing that I want you all to be mindful of is that AI can be a great tool to help you develop. AI can be a great tool to help you commit to open source projects. And AI could definitely be a tool that I'm going to use, and I hope encourage you to use to basically be like a sidekick when you're working on projects and working on things at your job potentially. So I'm not going to read this whole thing, but definitely want to catch some cool points. So she's talking about, she can see that we're diving into Python as a data engineer. This looks like a code snippet. There's a function called fetch data, which is correct. And definitely the notation here is, here's an example of the version of the script that fetches a JSON data from a public API and then processes it. So I actually don't know what JSON is, so I'm going to ask Jules, what is JSON? So let's say that you are, reviewing this code base, working and trying to understand what's going on. And you can interact with the AI simply by asking it, follow-up questions, but also giving you some more details about it. And you can see that JSON actually stands for JavaScript Object Notation. It's actually a really cool data structure, in my opinion, probably one of the better data structures on the internet. But overall, you can kind of see that Jules is breaking down what a JSON is in as much detail as possible, but also providing an example in code. So that's just an example of, hey, if you're working with Jules or working with an AI and you ask it to do something, it's like, oh, I don't really know what that word means, or I need some more details. Just continue the conversation and definitely continue to iterate. But we're going to go back to this code snippet here because I want to go test this out. So I'm going to copy this code here and I'm going to go back to my IDE here. And I'm going to do a Control A and I'm just going to paste it all in there. Let's see if it works just by pasting it. All right. So let me enlarge my screen a little bit more. I'm going to close my terminal down here and I'm going to close the side panel here and then we're going to take a look at the code here. So it says that we're going to use a library called request. Request is a really commonly used library in Python and definitely want to encourage everybody to get familiarized with it. This is the URL that it's hitting. I don't know if this is actually a real URL, so we're going to try to check it out first. It's actually doing a GET request from that URL. It's checking out the response status to make sure that it's a 200. 200 means it's successful, and if anything isn't a 200, then that means it couldn't access the website. And now it's actually processing the data that it received. And this is the most important part. It's converting the response data into JSON. We kind of know what JSON is that it's actually an object that stores data, and think of it as like a hash map with dictionaries and potentially having nested lists or those type of aggregated data structures all in one. And then it also has list comprehension here that's going to be building out some completed tasks. It's going to do a print statement. And then it also, if it does fail, it would actually print failed. I want to just run it just to see what happens. And let me see if I can open up my terminal down here below, or actually, let me see if I can click this run button. Let me see if this run button does it for me. So I click run here, and it looks like it's actually executing the code. And let's see what it generated. Let's check the output below. It actually looked like it was successful. So it looks like it actually executed my Python that's inside of my virtual environment, the path to the actual code itself, which is the main.py file. And if you take a look at what we expect as the output, is we expect it to start off with the word completed. And if you see it down here, you'll see it say completed. And then we expect it to have some JSON. which if you didn't know, this is what JSON looks like, all of this data here. This is actually really cool. So Jules AI basically just wrote the next iteration of this code that I want to work with as a community with only a few prompts, with explanations of what it's doing, and actually the code itself. And if you think about it, all I did was just copy and paste it, and it actually worked. Now that's amazing. And that's what AI is really going to give us access to as we're developing as engineers, but definitely as, you know, we in society are getting more customized to AI, is its capability. So if you didn't know, Jules AI's or AI's overall has the ability to really be effective in developing and teaching anyone to become an engineer or learn a specific skill set. And today we were able to prove that by, you know, taking advantage of an ongoing project that we have called Launchpad to Data Engineering, and updating this code right here directly, right? Or indirectly, because we actually haven't merged it and we haven't committed it into Git. But that's actually really cool. So I'm hoping that this quick demo of this Jules AI gives you an idea on what we've built for you all as community members. Also giving you access to this, especially if you become a premium member, so that you can do these same type of things and learn with an assistant. And that's what she really is a community assistant to help you develop and learn. And as you can see, it provided some insights into concepts that I didn't know. And definitely one of the cool things is actually writes and prints code for us to see it, right? So it is actually a really, really, really cool feature. Let me see if I can ask it to do something else. Let's say, Jules, let's see if we can get her to run code. Can you run the code for me? I don't know if it's going to be able to do this because sometimes OpenAI really does block your instances from accessing the internet, because, you know, we have to actually, yeah, so it's telling me I'm not able to execute the code directly. Make sure that your web request. But in general, there are capabilities that you can enable, but we don't have all of those enabled yet. We just wanted to provide a resource for you to develop as people that are interested in engineering. But more specifically, definitely want to encourage you to check it out. And yeah, join our premium services, and then you'll get access to Jules AI. All right. So that's all that I had for Jules AI this afternoon. It is on OpenAI's platform. You do need the GPT or ChatGPT premium version to get access to her. But if you do become a premium member, we might be able to get you a discount on that monthly subscription to OpenAI. So definitely holler at us, let us know. And then obviously you will get access to Jules AI, and we're going to always be making it more and more efficient, more and more better, and more relatable to our community. So definitely want to encourage you all to check it out. And like I said, you can find it on our website, join the premium version. And I actually might be putting an egg on our website. I don't know, like a hidden egg. Maybe put Jules' picture over here in the top right-hand corner so people can kind of get access to her, or not get access to her, but request access to her without knowing. So we'll see. We'll continue to iterate, and definitely want to encourage everyone to check it out. And yeah, any questions? So I want to definitely give you all a chance to ask any questions about Jules AI, about the community, what we're working on. And if you have any topics, anything specifically that you want to bring up, this is a chance for us to open up the floor. And yeah, that's all that I have. So any questions, anyone?
No, I like what you're doing with Jules AI. It's pretty impressive.
Awesome. Thanks, Raymond.
Yeah.
Anything in AI or anything that you're interested in learning about AI?
Definitely would love to learn a little bit more about AI. So, yeah, just
Yeah.
using ChatGPT or anything in general. I mean, yeah, would just love to use it more. I'm not using it now, but I'd love to put it in my daily occurrences.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely something that I feel like should be considered daily use. And they're actually making it better, more efficient. And OpenAI isn't the only kid on the block too. There's Claude, there's Gemini from Google, and there's so many other options out there. It's just OpenAI is the most popular for now. So I do want
Right.
you all to start getting familiar with large language models all over the internet because they will have different use case for them. I'll make sure that I include, talking about AI in our community meetings if we don't have anybody else with demos and or a specific topic we want to cover. So definitely look out for more conversations with Jules and AI overall. That does open up a plug for you all. If anybody in our community is interested in demoing something that they're working on, a cool feature, a cool program, a really cool project, if you're working on something, you want to get feedback from the community, we definitely want to encourage you to sign up on our community page and let us know so that when we have these meetings, we can give you the floor to do a quick presentation or show and tell. And actually what we used to call it back in the day is like a brown paper bag lunch and learn type thing, right? So it's more evening time rather than lunch. So it's evening time, or dinner and learn, I guess, for some people. But definitely want to encourage you all to let us know so that we can give you an opportunity to showcase some of the stuff you're working on. Raymond, you have something?
No.
Awesome, awesome. All right, all right. So the last thing that I wanted to mention is definitely let your friends know about the Tech Hustle. Like I said, we are a very active community. We're growing. Our community numbers are going up. We're just about to break 150 members in our school platform. Our newsletter has well over 200 to 300 people subscribed. And we definitely want to encourage everybody to let your friends and family know, especially if they're interested in tech as much as you and want to contribute to a community that's live. And we're definitely holding it down. And yeah, that's all that I have for this evening. I definitely will open up the floor for everybody if you do have any questions, comments, or anything. But yeah, that's going to be our community meeting for May 2nd, 2024. All right. Any questions?
No, that's it. Great meeting.
Awesome, awesome. D-Hustle, you have anything?
No, nothing at all. Appreciate it.
Roger that, roger that. Oh, looks like we got Billy on the line. Hey, Billy, it's really nice to see you. I hope all is well with you. Definitely want to give you a big shout out for pulling up for our new time here. Hopefully it works out better for you. And definitely interested in finding out how things are going with you.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna stay in contact with you guys. I just been putting my head down coding and working on some different projects.
Roger that. Keep at it. Keep at it. As long as you keep pushing, I guarantee you, you'll be able to achieve all the goals you set in front of you. So let us know if we can help in any way.
Okay, I appreciate that. I'm gonna stay in touch with you guys. I appreciate everything you guys do.
Roger that. Roger that. All right, everybody. Looks like we are at the end of our conversation here. See if I get the music going a little bit more. Yeah, so we're dialing out. Feel free to hit us up in the school community. And yeah, we'll see y'all next Thursday, 6 p.m. Let your friends know that we got a vibe here. We got music playing. We're talking about tech, talking about the culture. I mean, yeah, don't miss our podcast that's coming out later today. Episode number 33 of the Tech Hustle podcast. We got some really good topics we're covering. So we'll check you next week. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Thank you. See you next week.